On today's episode of The Unwritten Rule, we talk schedules for Mizzou football or game times. The game times coming out for the first three games of the season. Had a good conversation just about that. Talked about the Kansas game and its time TV designation. Got into a little scheduling conflict debate with tennis possibly being on the same day as the Kansas game. We took a little turn down there, then did another Mount Rushmore. We did Mizzou football helmets, picked our favorites. So we each picked our four favorites for Mizzou football helmets over the years. Obviously close to a little bit more modern, showed our age a little bit, but nonetheless, good Mount Rushmore. Put any topics, we'll do them every Friday throughout the summer here as we go on. So put any topics down in the comments, and we will definitely be sure to do those. Love suggestions and taking those Mizzou or otherwise. So tap in. Then we had some more new stuff and quick hits, some swim and dive notes, track notes, softball notes, with those sports kind of wrapping up, some awards going out, national championship appearance on the track. So good quick hit segment as well to dive into. And so a fun show as we continue the off season, continue to get our way back. Only, I believe it's 13 more Thursdays until the first game of the year, which I mentioned in the show as well. So getting excited, geared up for Mizzou football, and it was nice to get some game times locked in. So talked about that. So good show. We'll dive right into it. The Unwritten Rule starts right now.
Marcel, where are you going with that disc? You are not putting that on again. Marcel, okay, if you press that button, you are in very, very big trouble.
Attention. Everybody stop what you're doing. It's time for The Unwritten Rule, a Mizzou sports podcast brought to you by the Believe Network, alongside Peyton Haverman and Kenny Van Doren. Here is your host, Jack Knowlton.
Welcome back to The Unwritten Rule on a tense Friday, May 30th. Peyton and Kenny are beefing. We can maybe talk about that at the end of the show. But for the top of the show, we'll stick to some Mizzou news. We have football game times, gentlemen. It's getting real. I saw Mizzou football post, I think just today, that there's 13 more Saturdays until their college football season gets started, or Thursdays, sorry, because they're starting on a Thursday, as they always do. Which of course you saw on the game time announcement for the first game against Central Arkansas. So 3 game times in TV affiliations or whatever, TV assignments, designations, however you want to put it. So the first game of the season against Central Arkansas, 6:30, of course on Thursday, August 28th. That is going to be on SEC Network. You have the Kansas game, which is the one I think we're going to focus on. It is designated the Border War football coming back at Memorial. It's going to be on ESPN2. I know Peyton's really thrilled about why that is, and I'll let him discuss that. 2:30 on ESPN2 on September 6th. And then the third game of the year is against Louisiana, of course, on September 13th. That one's going to be on ESPN Plus at 3. All those times are central. I did get very excited seeing this, just getting re-energized for the season. But obviously the big game time is Border War, 2:30, September 6th, as we all know, as I'm sure many of the listeners and viewers know. It's going to be hot out there at Furrow. It is a little bit of a bummer. It's not in a prime time slot, but do you guys have any thoughts, any critiques? I do love this, and I like how this is unique to college football, that it gets kind of rolled out as the season goes. They obviously want to stick the best games at the best times, and we can we'll get into it in quick hits in the fall with some of these games, like when they get scheduled and when Mizzou has some of their SEC games, and debate if it's the right time or the wrong time. Kansas, any notes? Should it have been on ESPN? Peyton, the thing I kept seeing was that tennis is on ESPN that day, and so there's no football that Saturday, the Kansas game.
Yeah, it's not. It's kind of up in the air at the moment. I believe what was pointed out on Twitter when I was kind of oh, ESPN2, that's interesting. Someone was like, oh, there's going to be U.S. Open tennis. The U.S. Open does end that weekend, and ESPN does air a whole lot of tennis when those majors are on. So I believe that is why there is not going to be a game in that time slot on ESPN. Otherwise, I would assume Missouri would have gotten it. I'm not really outraged by this time. And TV spot or anything like that. I don't care about any of that really. I plan on being at that game anyways. And quite frankly, once the game kicks off, everyone's going to forget about the fact that it's on ESPN2. Nobody's going to care, really. I mean, this is like the resurrection of your biggest rivalry. I think it's a game that, quite frankly, will determine the mood of the entire season. If you lose this game, I'll be quite honest, I don't think anything you do the rest of the season matters. I think you kill fan interest essentially completely, like right off the bat. It's week 2, which I will admit, honestly, I think that favors Kansas a little more than it favors Missouri, with a vet QB coming back, a coaching staff that did not have to flip over their entire offensive roster. I know they do have a new OC and everything, but I do think that game being so early in the season benefits Kansas a little more. That's not an excuse I'm trying to line up. Missouri should win this game 10 times out of 10 regardless. Kansas was a 5-7 Big 12 team. Missouri was another 10-win SEC team. There is a massive talent gap between these two teams. I am happy it's not at 11 a.m. That was the only thing I was hoping for. I just didn't want 11 a.m. 11 a.m. sucks, zaps a lot of energy. People don't have time to get pregame and get excited. So
like you noted pregame.
Yeah, like
well, I like to be in a loud stadium for games like that. So if that's what people need to get going.
It's Peyton's definition of that, by the way, for his pregame, if you're wondering, is he gets to the stadium as early as possible, which just means he doesn't have to be in the doors at 9 a.m. and instead can be in the doors at 11 a.m.
Yes, I like to. I'll probably not that it'll matter because can't really stand on the hill this year, but that's Jack kind of nailed it. That's my essential pre-gaming. Just get in the doors as soon as they open. That's really, but everyone else is going to want more time, so I'm glad they got more time.
Yeah, I can create a bit of a tailgate atmosphere. I agree.
Why don't we talk about the state of tennis? That's where I kind of want to go with this. Jack, I know you're a big tennis guy. I mean, this U.S. Open this year. No, listen to me. You have to listen to this.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm listening. Yeah,
I think people might be more excited about a renewed rivalry between two Big 12 teams than the current state of tennis. Peyton, I mean, you thinking about it right now. You're thinking about it. Who is the face of tennis, professional tennis right now, Peyton?
Coco Gauff, probably.
Exactly. Like, there's only like a couple names now. Everyone's retiring. Like, there's a new era of tennis. There's new people coming in. It's not, this isn't Texas versus Texas
This is not the turn I thought this was going to take.
Renewing that rivalry of, the Aggies versus the Longhorns. But this is a big game. And I have the slot picked up right now for ESPN for this 11 to 12 and then the 12 to 4 men's doubles finals, men's and women's wheelchair single finals, quad wheelchair singles finals, boys and girls junior singles finals, boys and girls junior doubles finals. Goes on during that time. And then the women's finals pick up at 4. So that's the big one because that would cut into the game time. But I'm just thinking in my mind, I mean, there might be an opportunity for that change, or that time slot to change. I have one more point to bring up as well. The 2024 tournament, U.S. Open men's final viewership was 1.67 million. That was the lowest it's been since the pandemic. So it's not really a big, time for tennis right now.
I will say I did look on the US Open site for official TV times, and nothing's obviously been finalized, still a few months out. But the tournament does, like you mentioned, I mean, it goes up until September 7th, I believe was the date I saw, which is that Sunday. So it would make sense that the women's finals obviously is that day. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't watch much tennis, if at all. So I wouldn't know when all these things take place. But I was people on Twitter or X, sorry, the everything app X. It all happens on X. Did say that the US Open probably is the reason that a lot of games are getting bumped off ESPN.
Yeah, Kenny, it's a good argument. I mean, you're not necessarily wrong about that. You guys aren't watching Roland Garros right now. You guys aren't tuned into the clay in France. Come on. I do enjoy tennis, but I mean, it's going to be up to whatever the big wigs at ESPN decide to put on there. But again, I think Peyton makes an excellent point. No one is going to care. Peyton, potentially all three of us might be in that stadium that day. We won't be watching it on TV if that's the case. I'm certainly not gonna be mad one way or another as long as I can watch Mizzou on TV. I don't really care. You could show them on corn cob and whatever. That's an I think you should leave reference. I thought Kenny would get that, but
You had to explain it, then I refreshed my memory.
there you go. All right. Well, I tried. Yeah. So tentatively, we'll see if the tennis impacts what ESPN platform this game is ultimately shown on. But right now, it's slated for 2:30 on ESPN2. And again, it just makes me so fired up again for the season to come back around. And yeah, first time in Columbia since 2006, as Kenny notes, of course, for the rivalry to be renewed on the gridiron. Very exciting. And then you've got the Central Arkansas and Louisiana games as well. So definitely will be a fun week 2 game. Shout out to Peyton for throwing some early analysis in there without May favor Kansas, even though we're still a long way out. But
again, Missouri, I do think that favors Missouri, or favors Kansas. Missouri's breaking in a new QB, and it's the first time he's going to be a full-time starter, no matter who it is, between Bo Perbula and Sam Horn. It'll be Bo Perbula. But I do think either way, Missouri should probably win that game and win it handily.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree at the moment, but we'll see. So there you go. Early game times. Just wanted to talk about those. It's exciting. Very geared up for the season. And we'll do an unwritten fan meetup just for Peyton. We're just gonna stick him solo in a Shakespeare's and have people come
We
up
will
and
not do that.
Take pictures with him.
If you see
all right.
me and say hello, I'll say hi back. But there's no meet and greet happening, Jackson.
That's nice, Peyton. That's what you think. All right. It's of course the Friday show. We're in the summertime. We're going to do another Mount Rushmore. We're sticking on the Mizzou football themes. We're going to do, I believe this is definitely one we've done before. I feel like we did it potentially last year.
I don't know if we've done it. We discuss helmets a lot.
We discuss helmets a lot. Peyton alluded to it. He'll bring his uniform reviews back, I'm sure, this season for when Mizzou football kicks off. We're going to do a Mizzou football helmet tier list. We'll have, go watch on the YouTube, because we'll have the helmets actually on there and you can see them other than us just describing them. But we will describe our picks. We'll each pick 4 helmets and we'll tweet a little graphic with with each of our selections. You guys can vote. So yeah, I have no further ado. Kenny, would you like to spin to see who goes first this week?
Yep. I'm going to let it not start on Peyton because it started on Peyton last time.
Okay. That's very democratic. That's democratic of you. I can respect that.
And it might still end up on Peyton. Oh, it ends up on me.
Oh my gosh. Rigged wheel after I won it.
Rigged wheel.
Great. Congrats, Kenneth.
All right. Kenny's first.
You know where you're going with pick 1, Kenny? And there I go.
No, this is a tough one. Maybe I should trade out.
Oh, I'll take your number 1 overall spot.
I'm not trading out. There's no tradesies outs.
And Jack, you're last.
All right, that's fine.
I'm glad we had to spin it to get that confirmed.
I'm just gonna say in advance too. Like I am way less uniform savvy than I think you two are. So that's probably good. You guys are getting the early picks.
It really doesn't matter with what I go with because I know Peyton and the other people who really care more about uniforms than I ever will be upset with whatever I choose if anyone really cares at all. I'm just gonna take one because I know Peyton likes this helmet. It's behind him right now.
Don't take.
I think I'm gonna be S tier. Peyton will be A tier, and then Jack will just be okay. I feel like that's a good describer of
Jack, who we are as people.
Of Jack,
yes,
you're just okay.
No, I would agree. Yeah.
So I'm taking the Sailor Tiger.
Oh, it's literally right there behind me. Where is it?
Pick.
There. I'm pointing at it. It's behind me. That's a good
Thank
pick.
you.
Yeah, obvious Sailor Tiger has to be picked first, and I'm not going to stray away from that. I'm going to pick the other Sailor Tiger, the white Sailor Tiger helmet that was worn during the Liberty Bowl in 2018.
I should have taken that one. That one's better.
Helmet.
I should have taken that one. That one's better.
That one I actually kind of do.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I just saw that one. Oh, man.
It's a beaut, isn't it? It's pretty. That's a beautiful helmet. God, the Sailor Tiger is so cool. Well done, Mizzou.
Okay, I think I don't have like a uber strong opinion on these. I'm gonna go with just the white oval tiger with the stripe helmet. It's the guy looking like sideways. I think it's up in the.
How about a row? Let's get a row.
It is second row, fifth in that one. I'm going with that one.
So your oval tiger white helmet, huh?
Yes, oval
That's
tiger white helmet with
the gold one. They don't wear that helmet anymore either.
Yeah.
That's a gold stripe over
Is that
the
the
top.
one that has it has the gold
the stripe
diamond.
at the
So that was
top.
like Nick Bolton, Cale Garrett wearing those.
I like that look. It pops to me. My next pick. Man, do I stick with white helmets or do I go? You know what? No, I'm gonna take the black oval tiger helmet as well. I think it's Drew Lock wearing that, right there. Yeah, that one.
That one doesn't have a stripe, so it is an important distinction to make. That one does not.
It does not. Yes, it does not. So those are my two. See, I don't even catch that stuff. Like Peyton's way more locked into that than I am.
Yeah, like there's a big difference. Like that has a stripe. There's a lot of others that do have there's different types of stripes even. Like you see bottom row has an oval tiger and it has like the gold diamond stripe. That one that Kenny just pointed out is a little different. Then there's the ones today that just have like here, it'll honest to God be better if I just take down my Sailor Tiger and it has that stripe. So I'm not I feel like I probably at some point have to take the other helmet I own. But I'm not gonna take that right now. I'm gonna do something a little shocking.
No.
I'm gonna take a Block M.
No.
The anti-Block M Crusader, because I'll tell you what, as time has gone on, that Armed Forces Bowl Block M.
Dang it.
My goodness,
It
what
is pretty cool.
Gorgeous helmet that
It
is.
is pretty cool.
It looks
That's a good
way
pick.
better than the kind of old tacky. Look, I got respect for the old gold Block M's, and I understand why people love them so much. It brings back a lot of memories. Chase Daniel wore those helmets. Jeremy Macklin wore those helmets, and go even further back. I'm showing my age, obviously, but it just doesn't look as good as Oval Tiger, man. That's just how I've always felt. I'm sorry, but the American flag Block M, I'm not even like someone that's like you slap the American flag on everything, it'll look better, because the American flag Oval Tiger looks terrible, but the Block M version looks amazing.
Yeah.
Peyton's running away with this right now. He took the two that I actually wanted.
Yeah.
I just took that top one just because it was behind him. Good pick, Peyton. That was a good time too. We went to that game. I'm gonna take this one of Drew Lock with the black on black Block M with the gold outline. I feel like it's a fun one. Always kind of liked those photos. Yeah, there we go, Mr. Costume.
I don't like that one. I don't like that one either, Peyton.
It's a cool one.
I put that one down on my list.
I'm going to take that one, and then I'm going to take the white tiger script.
Oh no, that was my next pick. I love that.
I wanted that one
tiger
too.
script. Can you name the game that they wore that one? It's the only time they've worn it.
South Carolina.
Yes, 2022 South Carolina.
I was there.
White. Really beautiful.
Yeah, it did look good.
Okay, so now I got to kind of step back and pivot here. I'm looking through some of these, don't even circle that. For those on the YouTube, Kenny's circling one of the most the second one, the second Block M there, as our friend Aaron makes a cameo appearance on Kenny's face cam. I'm gonna just go ahead and play it safe here. I'll take the other one that's behind me, the one-time worn white Power Cat, I think is what they call that one. The big tiger, the oversized tiger decal, the silver one on the white helmet. I think white helmets a lot of the time look a lot better in general. There's something about to me, I've always loved the white helmets, black jersey, white pant combo. That's kind of it changes for me, but that's kind of the one I think of a lot when someone asks my favorite uniform combo. But that helmet, they wore it once against BYU and haven't worn it, and that is a shame. Bring back the oversized cats, please.
So yeah, I by far have the worst list, which is fine. Again, I'm not a uniform savant. I don't pretend to be. I probably am gonna make a Block M pick here to Peyton's.
There's a couple okay Block M's on here. I'll
chagrin.
admit that.
I'm looking for the one I want. Kenny, the one I want. I don't want that
Not
one.
that
I
one.
don't like that one.
Not the Rock M.
The Rock one's good.
Third row, second item with that stripe. No, sorry.
No, third row.
Third
Third
row.
row.
Nope.
Or third
to the
column.
left.
I
There
guess.
you go. That one. I'll take
That is
one.
one of the ones that
I do like that one. I think it looks clean. It's got a nice stripe on there. And then my next pick. Oh, I really wanted the white tiger script too.
Yeah, I'm torn now.
I think because I don't really love a ton of the Power Cat ones, although I actually don't mind the matte gray with the silver Power Cat.
Are you kidding me? That's the worst one.
No, there's worse ones on here.
No, that's the worst Power Cat.
I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. Give me the yellow with the white tiger script. I like the tiger script. I think it's cool.
That was gonna be my next.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to me. I'm taking it.
That's Cody Schrader in that photo too. Before he changed his number.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I think I cooked at the end, toward the end there. I can live with that.
Yeah, Tiger script is
It's
elite.
good.
I don't know. It's also not pictured on here, so I can't pick it. But it's my favorite Tiger script. The one they wore against New Mexico State, which was the white helmet, yellow Tiger script. That's my favorite one.
That's a good
but
one.
nobody remembers that game, and so the helmet's not on here.
I
also
remember
don't think they have
Gold.
Which one? It was very cold. They also don't
It
have
wasn't
Marquez
cold.
Manuel's favorite Tiger script, which was the black with the yellow that they were against Arkansas.
I'd allow that to be picked if we can just put a
No, I
filler
won't
in.
take it.
You want this one, Peyton?
No, I do not want the one with the university.
crest.
Please throw that in the put that in the trash column on its own. Please. Like, that's terrible.
We're just gonna end up doing this tier list.
And you know
That's
what?
gonna be the
To show that I'm not just an oval tiger apologist, even though I am, throw the one with the American flag stripes in there as well. It looks bad.
This one?
No, not that one. The Navy
no,
helmet's cool.
it's over first row.
first row.
First row, second from that last. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good one. I'll go with. I'm not gonna go with another Power Cat. I feel like I gotta get just the classic oval tiger on here. It'll be the second row, the very last one, Kenny.
That's a good
Black
one.
with the stripe. Just your basic helmet, your nice helmet. It's a nice look. It shows what your logo is. It's the design of what a helmet should be. Don't need this M nonsense. That's
Imagine
my
doing this if we were a Penn State podcast or an Alabama podcast.
It would be very fast.
We'd be bored.
I like nostalgia. I'm just making this pick because I always thought this logo was kind of unique. I don't think Mizzou ever needs to bring it back, but I like the one where it's the football with the M on it. I think that's just very, that era. I think that's just 70s, 80s. I think that's a fun one. Go with that one for my last one.
That's not a bad pick. I actually don't hate that as much as I probably
I kind of
used to.
I kind of didn't like that one, but
I will ask that you throw one more in the trash, and it's the gold helmet with the black block M. I cannot make my disgust for those helmets any more clear. It is like that every time they've worn it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of those. I think we did a good job. So there you go. There's our Mizzou helmet tier list. I won't reread them because I'm not going to describe all the helmets one by one, but go to the YouTube to see them. We'll post a photo on X of our picks as well. And if you have your own tier list, maybe you can use the Mizzou helmets tier list maker.
Maybe
we did our own
maybe
list.
Kenny, we should name our tiers for when we tweet it.
Can you name them on here?
I think you can.
Wow.
Leave mine okay.
Okay. Haha. Did you get that?
Kenny's so creative.
So funny.
You can
There
just
you go.
delete those rows, Kenny.
Oh, really? I don't know how this.
Yeah.
What colors do you guys want?
Peyton
I
is
feel like
well
that should be a big
experienced.
thing.
Oh,
I'll be black.
can I have
I don't
blue?
know that black's gonna work, Kenny. I think it's
Oh, with the
so
wow,
weird.
that's crazy. I'll do gray.
okay.
Can I have blue?
I'll just take.
No, you
like,
can't be
yellow.
blue.
I'll take yellow.
Why can't I be blue?
Doesn't make any sense.
Are you a Kansas fan? Why would you take blue?
You get the other gray.
I actually don't like that hue of blue. This looks terrible. Give me.
That does look really bad.
What color do you want? But you want blue?
Yeah.
No,
You gave
why am I
Peyton
blue?
Why you blue?
You want this blue? How about that?
Yeah.
That's fine.
That looks pretty. I like that.
Yeah. All right. Save
All
that.
right. Download image.
Great podcasting. All right. There's our tier list. Put any more suggestions if you have any other ideas for tier list, Mizzou related or otherwise, in the comments, and we will finish out the show with quick hits. Okay, quick hits time. We'll finish out the show. We've got Jersey of the Week. Kenny, I respect you for this first Jersey of the Week. What is it?
Thank you. My new friend on Twitter, Dave Matter, I saw him retweet this. Shout out, he followed me on that.
New friend.
Tanner Bronson, he's a Texas transfer. He signed with the Mizzou swim and dive team. So this is technically a Speedo of the week. And that's what I'll rock with. But
We're
honorable.
canceling. That segment is being canceled after this submission. No more.
Yeah, so if you guys have any Speedos of the week, just let us know and we will
No, I
we'll
just
roll
said
with Speedo of the week
canceled.
instead.
No, we're not.
He said we're canceling Jersey of the week.
We can't greenlight this.
Tanner Bronson, honorable mention All-American in platform diving, 2-time Big 12 champion in platform and team diving, in the 2024 Big 12 Championship diving newcomer of the meet. So sounds like a great addition for swim and dive. Been a program that's been up and down. We love their rec center. We love what they've been doing with that nice pool. So this is a good ad.
Oh, I thought you were going to point out the other fun Mizzou tie with Tanner Brondon. Can you figure it out?
I think I know what it is.
Yeah, I think Kenny knows, or I think Peyton knows what it is. Kenny, do you know what it is now?
Oh, I don't know. What is it?
Look where he's from.
Parker, Colorado.
Parker,
Do you know who
Colorado.
else is from
Do you know
there?
who else is from Parker, Colorado?
Good friend Ronnie DeGray.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
So
Is that I want to know, is that Parker, Colorado, where this photo of Tanner was taken? Because
No, that's
that
Austin, Texas.
is it really?
No,
it's
that's not.
It's
Oh, I was gonna say that's beautiful wherever he is.
why would that be Austin?
That would be
Texas?
That's
hilarious.
like I want to build a little house like there.
It
and
is
just
pretty.
live there forever. It's gorgeous.
It is very nice.
Literally the ending to The Mandalorian, and you hated that ending.
Because the
and now
whole season
you want to do that.
sucked. We're not getting into
It takes place in Austin,
Mandalorian
Texas?
debates on the unwritten rule. That season was terrible. My jersey of the week is going to be a Cardinals jersey, and you may wonder why I didn't choose a bird for this.
That's a
I don't
hat.
know why. In a minute. But anyways, jersey of the week. It's going to be Mizzou night at Busch Stadium for the Cardinals. It's in June. There he is, Truman, rocking the St. Louis Cardinals jersey. Less said about that, the better. It's a Cardinals Cubs game, so that's a lot of fun. You can get a theme ticket, and you can go and watch Kelly Harper, the new women's basketball coach, June 25th, by the way. Thank you, Kenny. Kelly Harper is throwing out the first pitch, so pretty cool. Hopefully the Cardinals lose because they're playing my Cubbies, who are in first place.
I was going to say, Peyton, Cubs are hot, aren't they?
Yep, and that's all we'll say about that.
That hat is sick, and I don't like the Cardinals. Sorry to the viewers who might be Cardinals fans. I'm a fan of the other Central Division team that's in third that Kenny is circling. That is not hot right now.
The suburb,
but that
they
hat is
actually are hot. Nolan,
that hat is really good. Actually, you're right. They have won a couple in a row.
Hey, there you go, Kenny. Astros creeping up.
Yeah.
You happy about that? No, he's not. Yeah, it is a cool hat.
It is a very cool
that.
hat.
The giveaway hat.
That's a sweet hat. If any of you guys can get your hands on that, respect. My jersey of the week. We're gonna go to the world of softball. My jersey of the week goes to Julia Crenshaw. She was named to the NFCA third team All-America. This is National Fast Pitch Coaches Association, by the way. 27th All-American in Mizzou softball history. She was also an All-SEC first teamer. Had a career best, hit 361, 14 homers, including 5 leadoff homers, which was the second most in college softball, which is kind of a fun stat I saw. 32 RBI, 26 stolen bases. She was 5th in the SEC in that. So a very good individual season. She wrapped up her career, obviously, and just a good moment for Julia Crenshaw, and an otherwise down season for Mizzou softball. And there you go. There's a good tweet from Larissa Anderson telling Julia Crenshaw that she was an All-American.
least one good thing came out of the last softball season, I'll say.
It's a good pitch to recruiting.
Yeah.
Larissa we need transfer portal now. Larissa Anderson's it's off season time. So congrats to Julia Crenshaw. And I did bad producing because I forgot to pull up this.
I like no capping. He's the main bird.
Oh, it's our good friend Tony. The main bird of the week, Kenny.
My main bird of the week goes to Sam Horn and Peyton. What is my bird connection?
Your bird connection is that he went to Collins Hill. They are the Eagles.
I think, can I say for a second, I think this might be the most used bird connection from a high school is Sam Horn. Collins Hill.
Yeah.
I think
Collins
so.
Up there.
My bird of the week is Sam Horn. Alluded to this a couple of times just on our message board that Sam Horn was going to be a ranked prospect again. A little bit, down from where he was when he was a high schooler, of course. He's in his third year of college baseball, and he barely pitched in his first year and then missed the second year due to Tommy John surgery. So 124th, it doesn't mean he's going to go 124th overall in the fourth round. It doesn't mean anything like that. It's just where they kind of see him just stacked up against other guys. And, I was talking to some scouts and they didn't really know if he would be signable and kind of taken away from his commitment to play Mizzou football. But there's been other cases where guys will still get drafted, sign, still go back to college and play football. Doesn't usually bode well for the baseball teams. Really one that kind of hits closer to home for me is Bryce Betcher, who is a linebacker for Oregon, said he was going to go play for the Astros after this past year with the Ducks and ended up not doing that. And he is sticking to football for the time being. So it's just something to kind of monitor. Don't really know if, you'd entertain it at all. One of the big things I've been kind of just thinking about it just with Sam is that maybe someone does go after him on day 3, those the 11th to the 20th round. Anything you go over in the slot bonus there doesn't count against your pool. So a lot of teams will sometimes overpay high schoolers then, throw $1 million here and there. And Sam can kind of follow into that category. He is 21 now. He's not, the high school prep arm that he was 4 years ago. But at the same time, there's opportunity there for him to chase this dream. But, he's still kind of committed to that football life. And Drinkwitz and company didn't add a quarterback this spring, but they probably still had the idea back in their mind if Sam Horn is going to get back to who he is as a pitcher and a MLB draft prospect. They probably knew it when they said he could go back to baseball. So I wouldn't be, worried if I was Mizzou football, just, kind of let him do his thing. And, he's still going to be around the team this summer.
Yeah, I mean, it is an interesting wrinkle because, it's still technically, if you ask Drinkwitz, it's still an open battle between him and Prbula. And I honestly think it's probably more of like a real battle than it was between him and Cook going into 2023. So it is something to monitor. Like Kenny kind of alluded to, he does have the stuff to kind of maybe be intriguing to someone on that day 3 range. Maybe they try and price him out. It says it here, like in his little blurb on MLB Pipeline, like he's a great athlete, like for a pitcher, and that's going to intrigue teams. I wouldn't worry about it though. He came back this spring. I actually did watch every time he pitched because I am kind of fascinated by him as a pitcher. Very good stuff. Very little control right now. That's kind of natural. Just coming off Tommy John and everything already on a pitching staff that's struggled. Not unexpected that he'd have some control issues, but the stuff is there. I do agree with Kenny. It is something that I wouldn't worry about, but it is something worth keeping in mind.
And we're not saying like he's a bona fide day 3 guy. Like there might be a team out there that looks at him in the first day, in the first 2 rounds, or in the second or in the second day when you look through like 3rd to the 10th. It just kind of how does it kind of play into the money part? One of the big things about baseball is that yes, you are taking the best player available every single round, but it's also a money game. You are trying to save as much as you can and spend it where you want to spend it. That's why sometimes on day 3 you see teams go out and spend $2 million on a bunch of 17, 18, 19-year-olds because you are getting 19-year-old prospects. You have all the time in the world to toy them and toy with them and develop them into what you want to be. But it's a little bit of a different case with with Sam, but at the same time, he is still a guy that has, high 90s fastball. He has all the tools, the athleticism. I was even told, he's a better athlete than Bubba Chandler was, and Bubba Chandler's the best pitcher in baseball. I'm not saying that he's going to be better than Bubba, but he is still a guy that's going to be, looked at as, okay, hey, we can bring him in, let him kind of sit for a little bit at the end of the year, and then ramp him up and get him ready for 2026 in the minor leagues.
There you go. Sam Horn update. Thing to keep an eye on for him in the draft. It is cool to still see him, kind of contending and being looked at as a, valuable prospect potentially at the major league level. Kenny, is that top kid Holiday a high schooler? Just says Stillwater.
Yeah, Stillwater High School.
It'll say the college. If like Jamie Arnold, Florida State.
So there's there's two guys in the top 5 from Oklahoma. I didn't know that was such a baseball state. Good for.
Do you know something else that's fun about Ethan Holiday?
What's that?
He is like what is he? Second, third generation?
I think second.
Just second, yeah. Matt Holiday is his father. Cardinal.
Is this the kid who has like they have that barn and it's just like every sport?
Yeah.
Is that
I think they turned a barn into a batting cage and like sports complex. Yeah.
I remember
his
seeing
brother
about that.
Jackson was the first, or was he first overall pick or second overall pick?
He was first.
He was first overall pick, top prospect in baseball. He's with the Orioles now. His dad is Matt.
This is this.
So there's
brother.
Another fun bird connection. MLB draft rankings: Sam Horn, Ethan Holiday, Jackson Holiday, Matt Holiday.
There's a pickleball court in this barn too, Jack.
Love pickleball. That is crazy. I forgot about this. I do know who this kid is. Okay, Peyton, what's your main bird, sir?
We're going to stick with Mizzou baseball. They are going to have a pitching coach change. So Sam Horn will actually, assuming he sticks with Mizzou, will have a new pitching coach. Tim Jamison, the one-time manager of Mizzou baseball, came back with Carrick Jackson to be the pitching coach. He will not return next season. Not really a big surprise. I mean, Mizzou obviously has to shake things up, even though we've said it 100 times, they really aren't well equipped in general to compete in the SEC. You can't win 3 conference games all in one series and not make changes. So Tim Jamison, he's not coming back as the pitching coach. If you're looking for the bird connection, he coaches Sam Horn, who is a Collins Eagle, and he also managed, among many others, he managed Kyle Gibson, who, of course, after his time at Missouri, was a one-time St. Louis Cardinal, was recently a Baltimore Oriole. So there you go, a triple bird connection, and I'm sure there's many other bird connections. But Tim Jamison won't be back. Missouri is going to have a new pitching coach.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to tarnish anything just for Tim Jamison. Nothing went right this year. Like everybody, and it's kind of a full team effort, just how things went. And, coming back to Mizzou, it's just one of those things too with pitching is so advanced compared to hitting. But when you give a hitter a metal bat, it kind of lowers it a little bit. Like when you look at the ERAs of some of these guys, the guys that get drafted, sometimes their numbers, surface numbers aren't that great. But there was just like really no development for some of these other guys who were on this roster, even the ones that didn't get hurt. It was a pitching rotation and just position group that really took a hard hit this past year. But at the same time, no one really took that step forward. So, just get some more pitching minds in there. It definitely has been a point of emphasis to stick with, advanced metrics and development with these pitchers. And, I'm excited to kind of see who that next guy will be.
Yeah, so shake up in the pitching staff. That's definitely a key hire for Carrick Jackson moving forward. My main bird of the week this week, we're going to go to the track and field. We've talked about this a couple times, the infamous javelin of Mizzou track. And I guess I scoffed at y'all's bird connections. My bird connection here is that a javelin flies through the air, and like a bird. That's what we're gonna go with.
Okay.
Also,
are you kidding me? That's the worst bird connection.
No, I have a better one.
That's garbage.
I have a better one. Because I'll get to it. So my main bird is going to be Callan Saldudo. He is going to the national finals in the men's javelin. Took 9th down in College Station in the opening round of the NCAA championships down there. Threw his javelin, 69.17 meters. And it was his third consecutive meet of reaching or exceeding 69 meters. So impressive stuff for him. He's going to nationals at Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon, home of the Ducks.
Okay, that's better.
I'll change to that one. That'll be my
I think, did that also say he's from Toronto, Kenny? Can you click his name again?
I actually did not look up Callan's background.
Callan Seldudo from Toronto Blue Jays. There you
go. Yeah, Welland.
This Notre Dame college school, like there's usually a lot of it. Wait, ULM.
Oh, he's from ULM.
Oh, and he went to ULM.
Hawks.
Another triple bird connection.
Triple bird. Get your money up, Kenny. You need more birds. Or wait, no.
How is this my fault?
I threw holidays in. Quadruple bird. Wow, we had like 10 total birds in this segment.
Birds. Congrats to Callan. Best of luck over there in Oregon, representing Mizzou on the javelin. Yeah, just let that marinate.
I'm just going to keep shaking my head because you guys are coming after me now, and this isn't my issue.
Peyton,
I'm the one who figured it out.
Wait. What's the Notre Dame College? I want to know the Notre Dame College thing.
Well, there's so many Notre Dame colleges. I don't know which one this is.
Well, that's a good question.
That's one in Canada.
I came up first.
Yeah.
There's only one.
They're the Fighting Irish, of course. Yes, they wear blue and gold. Shocker.
Yeah, it pretends to be.
Okay, go ahead.
What'd you learn?
Best thing I learned. Mizzou football, actually, the day we're recording this, May 29th at 6 p.m. Central, they are going to actually have a behind-the-scenes look of their spring airing on SEC Network. That's kind of a nice change of pace, considering Drinkwitz has been pretty, he doesn't like a lot of things to... He runs a tight ship, I think is the best way to describe it. He doesn't let a whole ton of access happen for the most part. Not saying that's a good or bad thing, but I do think a little thing like this where you get to kind of see a behind the scenes look. It looked like there were interviews with players. I saw both Kirby Moore and Corey Batoon were going to be interviewed for this. It looked like, so that'll be nice. It'll be nice to just hear kind of about the behind the scenes in this one, especially in an off season where Mizzou is having a ton of roster turnover.
Yeah, it'll be good to get to know some of the new characters, and again, just get you kind of hyped up for the season. I think that will be nice. So yeah, I have to tune into this and see what was what for Mizzou spring.
It's been such a long off season. I don't know about you guys. It has been long for
me. We're only in June too.
It's weird. A couple more months, and it doesn't feel like, you talk about the roster turnover, Peyton, but it feels like we just know everyone. I don't know. It's one of those years. Maybe I'm just a little bit more in tune with my new, or I guess not new job anymore.
I mean, that makes sense for you.
I don't know anybody.
Okay, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's just me.
To be honest.
Yeah. There's I'm gonna have to get to know some players, but yeah, this will be cool. This will be a good way to get to start to do that. So looking forward to it for Mizzou football. Kenny. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Peyton. Sorry.
I did want to say, I do agree with you, Kenny. I disagree, on I feel like I know everybody. There's so many new guys I'm going to have to kind of learn as I go at a certain point, I'm sure. I do agree it feels like it's been a long off season. It feels like it was a year ago when they got Damon Wilson to commit.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing I should take from this is you guys just don't read my work.
No, we do.
Why would we do that?
What it is.
Why would you do that? Yeah.
It's not what it is. It's just
we're on a podcast with you. You can just tell us.
I did tell you. Remember when I was talking about the cornerbacks that Mizzou could go after?
I do remember that.
Right after, hey, what about the cornerbacks?
Cornerbacks, Kenny. Anyone?
I was pulling up the names they had already added. That's another thing. They've added so many names. When I was trying to pull them up, they've
added one cornerback.
I know, but I was trying to pull up all the other names they'd added.
The real
we'll do this.
Is all Peyton hears is when Kenny is talking.
We should have a Ken Sports Shorts of the previous school Mizzou's transfers are coming from.
Or I'll show you photos of the players, and you guys have to tell me.
I will not get one right.
Let's do that. I think that would be
fun.
All
right, next.
That would be on Sunday.
Yeah, for Monday's show, we'll do that. There you go. Kenny, what'd you learn?
Really cool thing that Mizzou football did. It feels like something Drinkwitz would definitely do with a lot of his staffers, but took a lot of the guys down to Jamaica. Not the entire team went, not even the entire coaching staff went, but a lot of the newer guys, even some leaders you'll see next year, like even Zion Young watching with us on the YouTube right now. I feel like he might be in line for a C on his chest this year. But they all got down there, kind of bonded. Getting a lot of the transfers together was a big deal too. And right there too, like there's just, operations director for the stuff they went through. I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm even looking at some of these photos now, and I can tell who is who in some of these videos. But that'll be the quiz for this weekend.
Yeah, they did it. They did mission trip down there, which is
Who's that right there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know.
That's Daniel Blood.
That's who?
That's Daniel Blood.
That's Daniel Blood.
Yes.
He's been on the roster 3 years. I didn't know that.
Faces is harder with football too. Like you're used to them, helmets and pads. It's just you don't see as much of their face. That sure is. There you go.
That's Eli Drinkwitz.
Lock it in, Peyton. That's Eli Drinkwitz.
I mean, there's going to be names that when
who's that?
That's Blake Craig.
Okay, that's not fair.
I wouldn't have gotten.
I got that one.
Know his name.
Who was the guy who was right?
I don't know. Is that Link?
That was Connor Wesselman.
There you go.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, the
yeah.
punter.
That guy. The punter. Oh, that's Jalen Catalon.
Okay, I would have actually known Jalen Catalon. That's like one of 2 transfers I think I know for sure. This is I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
Is that Daniel Blood?
Is that Daniel Blood again? No, that wasn't Daniel Blood.
Yeah.
That is not the same person as before.
That's Zion Young.
That's the same. That's Daniel Blood. He just has a different shirt
Is
on.
it?
He's not wearing a hat. You can't find
Maybe the hat threw me off. I don't know,
the
man.
angle,
I'm not good with faces. I'm good with the names.
He's just wearing his hat differently.
That way.
Yeah.
All right. See, that's already. We didn't know the same guy we just saw.
Who's this right here in the back
We're
that I'm
gonna do
circling? Who's that?
So bad.
Is that the right tackle?
That is
Trost?
it's
Yeah,
Keegan Trost,
that's
Wake
Trost.
Forest.
Trost is very distinct looking.
Okay. Well, yeah, offensive line.
Who's this right here behind Drinkwitz?
I can't tell who that is.
He's also a transfer.
I don't know.
I can't really even. Is that the guy, the Northwest Missouri State guy?
No.
Langdon Kitchen?
No. That's Dominic Giudice.
Oh, I forgot. That's
Beats
the guy
me.
from Michigan.
Yeah, that would have never got that.
Oh,
All right.
man. I love Mizzou football. I promise.
My best thing I learned staying on the college football track, we got the trailer for College Football 26. I know the 3 of us are very excited. Anyone who, any listeners or viewers, I'm sure we have a couple that played College Football 25 when it came back. Correct me if I'm wrong. I did not see Mizzou in the trailer at all. I don't believe they were.
I don't think I did either.
Which kind of a bummer. They were in it a couple times in 25, which I know was really fun. We were tweeting the screenshots out, but the game looks very fun. They featured looks like they're bringing high school back to the Road to Glory mode, which I'm very excited for. If that is reintegrated, they're gonna have the coaches now. I know Marcus Freeman, Ryan Day. We're in the trailer.
Was Dabo in it? I honestly I don't remember.
Clemson is in it.
Clemson is in it. Okay.
There's a scene of them getting off a bus.
I'm talking about the coaches.
I know, but I don't think he was a part of that. Is what I'm saying.
They played Enter Sandman, which I know people are excited for. Coming back, like they did a deal so that can play at Virginia. So it's just little things. Obviously, whatever. This is a video game, but it's exciting. This game was pretty fun, pretty nostalgic to have back last year. So hopefully they keep improving upon it. I'm excited to become a Road to Glory legend. I was kind of disappointed in that mode last year. I really want to play. There's Marcus Freeman.
Terrible.
Yeah, there just wasn't fun. So I hope it's fun next year. Cover was pretty cool. I liked the cover. I thought the cover was good. Both of them.
Where do they play Enter Sandman, Jack?
Virginia Tech.
Okay, you said Virginia.
Oh, did I? Sorry, I meant to add a Tech there. That might have been
our Virginia Tech audience isn't gonna like that.
Oh
one.
No! Sorry.
Most Phillips fans are not gonna like that.
There you go.
There you go. There you
another
go.
one. Another one who you will show his picture. I will not know.
I will not know what Mose Phillips looks like.
The only thing I'll associate is going to be Mose from The Office. I'm just going to think of that.
I'm pretty confident I'll get Catalan, Damon Wilson,
I can get
Bo
Damon
Prabula,
Wilson.
and Kevin Coleman.
Coleman I can get.
I think I can get those.
I don't even know
Ahmad Hardy. I'll get Ahmad Hardy.
I can get Ahmad
Videos
Hardy.
of him riding horses.
I'm so
I
excited.
kind of gave away some of them, but there were a lot of transfers. There's a lot that we can look at.
Yeah, I'll say.
This is just going to be our Who He Play For Chuck segment, kind of. All right, that'll be the show. Peyton, do you have a joke for us?
I sure do, Jack Knowlton. Guys, This one comes from our favorite TV series, The Today Show, by the way. What do you call an anxious fly?
Um,
Ba-bum.
Buzzer.
I'm gonna pretend that was not
I
the
don't
right answer.
know. Because
I
they're
don't
buzzing
know.
around or so anxious.
Jitterbug.
oh,
What's the name of that song?
Jitterbug.
It's not.
It is Jitterbug.
It's not called the Jitterbug.
The Jitterbug song.
It's called "Wake Me Up Before You Go Go." I learned that at trivia recently.
that is true.
Boy, people are gonna be mad at me for that one too.
That part is also good. It's not even the beginning part.
Wake me up
Before you go,
All right,
go.
let's not get copyrighted.
That's unwritten. Oh yeah, you think our singing is going to get us copyrighted? All right.
You didn't let me sing that one time. You took it out of the show.
What?
I played it through my phone and then I started singing.
You can't
along.
do that.
A little different.
You can't do that. All right. Put more Mount Rushmore segments in the comments. We will see you next time. Thanks for watching, listening. Go subscribe if you're watching on the YouTube. And bye.